Welcome to this CareNote video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I want to show you some new features that we've added to CareNote. But effectively, what we can do now, because we are integrated with Planning Center Online and we can access your forms, CareNote can create for you a care request form or a congregant care request intake form. We can generate that in CareNote. It'll create the form in your Planning Center Online, and then you can make that available through your Church Center app or on your church's website. And then congregants can use that form to request care. Here's a really simple example that I put together to help illustrate what this looks like. Sarah, who's been a part of your church, recently finds out she's going to have to care for her aging mom. She realizes she needs some help. You have a pastoral care coordinator who specializes in elder care. And so you've set CareNote to integrate with Planning Center Online, to route any kind of elder care requests to a specific pastor, and you now have that form available for a congregant to fill out. So what happens? Well, Sarah would fill out the form. Because of the integration with CareNote, CareNote gets that submission. Then it matches Sarah's profile from Planning Center to CareNote, and then it goes ahead and creates a care request for Sarah for elder care support. Then, because you have that linked to a category in CareNote, that care request is automatically assigned to your pastoral care coordinator or to your elder care support group. All of that happens even though Sarah puts this form in at 11:30 p.m. So when you come in and get your daily beacon report from CareNote at 6 a.m., and you check your email at 8 or 9 with your coffee, you now see there's a request that's been assigned for Sarah. You have all the details. You can get to work. Let me show you how this actually looks in CareNote. I'm going to select my profile ID, and then I'm going to click on App Settings. From App Settings, I'm going to go to Automations. So Automations is where we are currently storing these automations. And as we build more automations into CareNote, they're going to show up here. So again, this just gives you a basic overview that you can connect a Planning Center Online form, you can configure the automation, and then you have smart care assignments. So the one that I want to show you is the map categories to groups. So here, when we select that, we have a link to documentation as well as to a video tutorial. But when we come in, we get sort of a little overview of what this looks like. So if mental health category is mapped to the mental health care group, all mental health care requests will be automatically assigned to that group. So what we want to do is map our categories to our care groups. So we'll start with our care categories. So here they are. Let's just add a new category for elder care. And then we're going to add that as a care request from our category types. So that's now in our system. We'll go back to automations. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing, sorry. And now when we come over to our category group assignments, we could run the auto assignment, and CareNote in the background will just say, what are your categories? What are your groups? If they match, I'll go ahead and match them. So let's just go ahead and run it. You'll get a confirmation. We'll click OK. So it didn't find any categories that could be matched to groups of the same type. So that means we don't have those groups created. This is a fresh account. So instead of you going out and creating all those groups and then manually linking it, we have a button. You can just click Create and Assign Groups. So we'll go ahead and click that. 6 new groups were created, and they were matched to 6 categories that we have for our care requests. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that did. So now I'm going to go to my team dashboard. I'm going to go over to my groups, and here you go. You'll see that we now have a group that matches every one of our care request categories: general, hospitalization, life event, care follow-up, financial assistance, and elder care. That's the one we needed for Sarah. So now, let's now take a look at how those automations show up in CareNote. So we're going to start on our dashboard. We're going to select Care from our left side navigation, and then we're going to click on Care, Create Care Requests. And what you will see right away is a new form that we have implemented because you have automations in place. And what that does is it uses those care category assignments that we made to a group. And now, right here, we can select our, well, I guess we can, because we're simulating that we're working with Sarah. So let's just go ahead and put her in. Sarah Johnson, and we'll give her a telephone number, and then we'll give her an email address. Okay, and so we can create her. So now she's created, and CareNote automatically selects her. She has a care request, but it's going to be due on, well, Monday's a holiday, so let's make it due Tuesday, and then let's select elder care. All right, so we're going to copy this content, and we're going to select it and paste it in there as our message, and we're going to create this care request. What it's going to do is it's automatically going to put Sarah in our elder care group. It's going to notify the team leader of the elder care that there is a request, and then they can assign it either to themselves or to someone else on the team for follow-up. So this is how this workflow just sort of works, right? We create the Planning Center form, which I'll show you in another video. We integrate it with CareNote. CareNote does the person matching, and then it automatically routes it according to the settings that you've placed in CareNote. So I really hope you can see what a lot of teams have communicated to me, just the power of having this kind of integration, allowing them to automate care request intake and ensure that no congregant feels like they're falling through the cracks. Thanks so much for watching this CareNote video tutorial.